Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Theresa, but you can call me Cat. I'm doing another video of adventures in plastic crack. I'm still doing these currently on a case-by-case basis. As in, here is another case. This is a 2011 Vandor case. I don't know which doll this is actually. It's somebody with the Generation Girl head mold. And it's like a patent leather style black vinyl with a plastic handle up top. I'm not going to move the camera because I've got something going on here. So it's got a metal flip lock, and it opens like so. Now you can see there's a doll missing, and I will show you why in a minute. Just make sure these are focused here. Okay, so I'm going to take these out, and then I'll flip the case around a little bit and tell you who's who. I might actually, maybe I'll leave her hair like that. It's a little bit dusty. Okay, so there's one, there's two. Get her up here. There we go. This is like not really scintillating right now. Also, her hair is staticky. Get some water on there. A bag of goodies here. So, this is the Vandor case. It's a plastic handle with a metal flip lock. I'm going to put this back here. I've got to get some water on this doll's head. She is frizzed out. Now, these are all skippers. They have the 1987 skipper head mold and body. Just trying to see if that's still focused, because I can't really tell on this level. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. This doll I have had since late 1988 or early 1989. When I was in first grade, I had chicken pox, and my grandma bought me this doll as a get well present. Let's see if we can get these to stay on here. Oh, they don't. I'll go like this. There was a set of 3 Teen Fun skippers, and this one is called Party Teen. She's got a couple of ice cream floats. She's got 2 cans of soda. She originally came with 2 napkins and a little pink terry cloth towel. And she has a brush that's like this, but it's purple and the tines are shorter, and I could have sworn I still had it, but I have not been able to find it for a couple of years. But it looks just like this with shorter bristles, and it's light purple, the same color as these. Now, this doll I have redone. I rerooted her hair, and I've had a brand new epiphany in doing hair this week, and I finally gotten her to where I wanted her to be. I've recreated her hair, not in the original factory set, but in the original prototype set. The ponytail might be a little bit more, it might be a little bit curlier and have more layers in it, but it's about the same as the prototype hair set. the original doll, her head is a little floppy, so I've got a paper clip stuffed in there to keep it upright. But I have the original top, the original skirt, the original pants, and I think these are her original shoes. One of these is original. The apple soda, the orange soda, and the tray are original. One of these is a replacement from another doll, as is the napkin, the tights, the apron. Those are all from a duplicate doll that I scrapped and got rid of just to steal the parts. So she's got this little mirrored tray here. The original sticker is a little crusty. Same with these. So they have been on there for over 30 years and they're still kind of together. Alright. So this, I mean, essentially it waited 30 years to have her fixed and back in pristine. And again, because I put the wrong kind of neck knob in there, her head's a little floppy, so I have to prop it up. But all in all, considered not too bad because her head got broken off on a steel bed frame at some point. And she's no longer contagious because that chickenpox was a long time ago. These two skippers are actually the same. They're both Sun Sensation Skipper. This is the original one that I got because somebody left their dolls at my house. This her original bathing bottoms, and I think her earrings are original. The necklace and the top, and I think this hair tie are replacements from this other doll. And I have done her up. I've rerooted her hair with a few different colors of brunette that I had left. This hair and this hair are both from a website and business called restoredoll.com. It's called Cat Silk Saran. It's essentially plastic wrap that's been made into doll hair. It's the same material. And I finally got her bangs curled this week using the same method. It's basically a bowl of ice water after the boiling. So you can see that she doesn't have her earrings anymore. These dolls are exactly the same. They have the same face paint, the same everything. I literally stole her outfit for this doll to make this one complete. Now what I've done with her is I've made her to look like a Japanese doll from the 70s. I think it was about 1971 or 72. In the Malibu line, in the USA, they had Barbie, Francie, Ken, Skipper, and PJ. This is Francie's bathing suit. She never had any upgrades. She had the same bathing suit from 1971 to 1976. And this is one of those vintage suits. I've sewn it in the back because Skipper's just a little bit smaller than Francie was. Now what they had in Japan, they had a Sun Malibu Francie who had a similar suit that's a little different, and she had brunette hair and dark tan skin and brown eyes. And then there was a Skipper as well who was similar with a pink suit that wasn't exactly the same. So I call her Sun Sensation Skipper, and I haven't painted her eyes, but I've given her this straight brunette hair, but I've made her bangs like this one. So she's a little bit of the 70s and a little bit of the 90s. And now that her bangs are how I wanted them to be, she's friggin' epic. And because I had to use different brunettes, she's actually got streaked hair, which is kind of a bonus. So I might zoom in on that a little bit. I have another Skipper in one of my other cases that I did up to look like a Japanese Francie as well. And I'll get to that. Because the Malibu Francies had blonde hair, but the Sun Malibu Francie from Japan was a really beautiful brunette and probably hard to get and expensive at this point. So I have my little combo doll here who's kind of like a cross between, in size and body, between that Skipper who is only about yay tall and the Francie who would be like this. This head is actually sort of very fat and anime style, as well as a lot of the ice screening. And there was a time period when I was getting rid of a lot of my collection. I had a few of these actually, and I decided I didn't like the face, but now I like it again. And I reckon that she's probably about 15 maybe. So let me try to zoom in on these a little bit. So this one is 1988, these are 1992. And I have all of the Sun Sensation dolls, and when I get to my other cases, you'll see them. And then also the, when I'm gonna go back and do like sub-collections. So these are actually just part of my Skipper collection. I could zoom in there a little bit more. I feel like the lighting isn't, well, I know that my lighting is crap, but we'll just get in there. So you can see this 80s style stacked bangs here on Party Teen Skipper. Now normally, is that focused? It's like literally this, there we go. So she's got these stacked 80s bangs, and normally this head mold, when it's brunette, is Skipper's friend Courtney, but they didn't used to be. Skipper's friends used to have different head molds. But here we go, a very unique brunette Skipper. Because Courtney has brown eyes or green eyes anyway, so Skipper's got blue eyes. This particular body is actually very articulate. It has fully flexible joints. It's got the vinyl legs with clickable knees. And then it has a swivel waist. Is that even it? Oh, I wasn't showing it. Hang on, let me go back. I forgot that I was zoomed in. Okay. So she's got the legs that go all the way, like a ratcheted joint. She's got clickable, bendable knees, soft vinyl, heavy. It's the swivel waist, swivel arms, and a fully swivel head. So this superposable, and because her arms are partly bent, she does have a very active stance. And she can't really get up to her face, but it's a little bit better than straight Barbie arms. She can get some sideways action there. Actually more posable than the Superstar Barbie body. Okay, so let me get back into the faces. There we go. To get her face in there a little bit so you can see it. So this is the same face in paint. The Sun Sensation dolls are actually a little bit similar to the 1990 Bob Mackie Barbie. They're very bold and metallic and glittery. And they would have stopped using this head mold around 1995. There's a couple of like special edition dolls, like a Tinkerbell or something, that use it a little bit later. But basically, the body was used until '97, but the head went out of style in 1995. Okay. Whereas the original Skipper body and face were used for a solid 20 years. This one, the life cycle got shorter. It's that upgrade, recycle, change, so we only got about 7 years out of this one. But very posable, very functional, very fun. It's a really great time for dolls. So If you want to see more of my doll collection, which is hopefully in focus, I will be doing more videos and putting it in my Adventures with Plastic Crack playlist. So check out those other playlists if you want to get tarot readings, art, actual art pieces, art merchandise, poetry books, coloring books. All this information is in the description box of my infomercial video, which is linked below, or you can email me, thecatcamebackatcamp@gmail.com. And at some point, when I do, when I reroot a doll and do the hair fresh, I'll probably do like a tutorial, or at least like a view of me doing the work in general. Because these ones that I've been fixing are like repair, touch-up, rescue kind of a thing, because they're dolls that I did that the hair didn't come out how I wanted it to. So now that I've got the boil molding and icing without using hair gel down to scream-worthy perfection. I mean, I like literally almost flipped my shit when I took the perm rods out of her hair. That's how good that this came out for me. Like, seriously, I would pay myself money for that. Love it. I'm still excited. I did a different doll that's in another case, so I'm going to do later after I touch up the other two dolls in the case. It's just like, I can't express how perfect this is. It's, you know, a couple of years later and my vision is finally there. So I'm really thrilled, and I hope you found this somewhat interesting. I have there's several different iterations of Skipper in terms of body and face, and I have most of them. So when I do after I go through the cases and I do sub-collections, I will be comparing and contrasting my Skipper dolls, because I have the Hot Stuff Skipper, I have the original one, I have the 97, and I have the 2010 and the 2018 as well. So we'll get into that at some point. Okay, bye now. Come back if you like the toys.